Okay. Excellent. So, yeah. So here's how we cut rocks with a rock saw. We have a little angle grinder with a 4.5-inch diamond blade.
Ooh.
This is a Piranha brand, and that has been really good for me. This one's lasted for years.
How many? 3 years?
Years. I don't
Years,
know.
many
Who knows
years.
how many years? But,
Okay.
Yeah, if you treat it well and you're careful with it, it even dry like this, you can feel it. It's still rough. It's a really good blade. I can post up a link to that. I just C-clamp it to a post here. I plop it there. You can even see where it presses in there. I pop this thing on there. Get the little seat clamped as horizontal as possible and nice and tight. See how that's going?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so there's not a lot sticking out there. The key here is that you cut on the top, the blade turns this way, and all the dust and chips and everything goes that way. I'm still obviously going to wear face protection and all of that, but this sucker is now in there. It wiggles a little bit, but it's nice and solid. Then plug her in, and crucial, on all the protection gear. Oh, before I can't talk. Right, so yeah, some of these things is probably hardly even worth, right, these things will fit in the packet anyway, but I figure I might as well chop that off there and make it a little bit flatter so it takes up less space. And you'll see, so I'll start with that one as sort of an easy one, and then I'll work up to the really hard ones.
Yeah.
Like, so these, like this is bigger than the blade, right? So obviously I can't just cut through it. So what we do instead is, the royal we, sort of score around it, and you'll see down there, the other key piece of equipment is the locust stump with chisel and hammer. So as I cut around the edge here, we'll just do a little bit just to see how it works. And we'll chip off little pieces at a time until it finally makes it all the way through. And then we'll try to get it maybe a centimeter and a half thick.
Okay.
We'll see how that works.
Ooh.
So these are all the little pieces and bits.
Oh my gosh. That's nice. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Oh. Oh, yes. That's our friend.
All right.
Okay.
So, you probably also want some. We want the videographer also to be safe. And voila. There's a little. cut in about a centimeter all around. And now I'll try to just tap those things off. So. Voila, like magic. And now I can sort of grind this down to make that smooth. So maybe a little too big. Maybe it would be worth trimming around the edge there, but I'll do that later. I forgot to mention. So while you're cutting on it, of course, binding is a big problem. So that's the one thing where it would be kind of dangerous. Like if it were to bind up and seize up the whole saw, potentially you could break the blade or something. It's never really happened to me, so I'm not sure how dangerous that would be, but one of the reasons I wear everything. But yeah, so just try to keep it in a line. Rocking it back and forth helps, and don't press hard. Like, you just let it sort of cut at its own pace. Sandstone cuts like butter. You hardly even look at it and it cuts. And then things like this granite or whatever this comes sort of nice, I guess. Super hard stuff. That, as you saw, took a fair bit of effort to cut. But just let it go. Just take its time. And yeah. As often as not, it'll break this piece instead of that piece. That's one of the reasons I kept this one relatively thick. I mean, definitely one could have theoretically cut this even thinner, but then I was in risk of this thing breaking instead of the other piece. So whatever. Yeah, so that's just a little practice, and it works.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Why don't you wear gloves? Can you go into why gloves are dangerous?
Well, so as you saw, you can touch this as it's running, and it doesn't really hurt, right? At worst, it'll burn, or I have actually broken skin once, but I was pressing really hard on it back before I knew not to press hard, and that's what causes these things to go dull. If you don't press hard, then they don't overheat, and then they last forever. But yeah, if you press really hard, then you can burn yourself a little bit. But by and large, it's been years since I've hurt myself on one of these things at all. And even the worst, like, it's just a little burn. It's really not bad at all. So yeah, I like having, especially like these little things, where you really have to press really hard, really hold that sucker hard. You want to be very firm. If you let go, it'll throw 50 feet out there, and you go searching for the thing, and you lose it, and it's just not a pretty thing. So hold really. So you want to have
You want to have a good grip.
Good grip.
And if you wear gloves, then you're not going to have a good grip. And potentially, like with most rotary type machines, they're really dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
If you wear gloves.
You might be able to get the glove caught in there, and that could be really bad, yeah.
Yeah, don't wear a glove. Don't wear a glove if you do it.
Or long hair, I suppose, is another problem.
Yeah, tie up that long hair.
Yeah.
What other concerns? Wear ear protection. And also, do this at your own risk, right?
Of course,
At your own risk. At your own risk.
Well, one last thing, very handy, if you have your little shot back that you can run in reverse, this is the way, first of all, of course, get all the rock dust off of me, and it also means it to clean up in here. I think that's it. Useful piece of equipment.